Good morning, class. Today is Wednesday. Actually, it's Thursday, May 27th, and we're going to start something new today. And so we're going to talk about, have a little review about where do we come from and where are we going. So let's think about a couple weeks ago when we started talking about energy. Okay, this whole unit is about energy. Okay, and we said that energy is used to create forces. Now, without forces, without energy, we can't create those forces. There would be no pushes or there would be no pulls unless you have the energy to do those pushes and pulls. All right. From there, we talked about the 8 types of energies, 8 types. And we said that those 8 types were potential, kinetic, thermal, radiant, electrical, nuclear, sound, and chemical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all 8. All right, so then there's 8 types of energies. And then from there, we started talking about the law of conservation of energy, one of my favorite things to talk about all year. And that said that energy is not created or destroyed. C or D, not created or destroyed, but instead it is transferred. Okay, and that was a huge law of science that we talked about, and you're going to be talking about that in your science classes for the next 10 years. All right. Then from there we talked about natural resources, because natural resources are the Earth's way of giving us energy. All these natural resources have energy, and these are natural resources that are supplied by the Earth. Now, there's 2 kinds. There are renewable natural resources, and there are non-renewable natural resources. Oops. Okay, and we said that the renewable come back, and the non-renewable, once they're gone, they are gone. Okay, and so these natural resources are things like the wind, things like water, things like sunlight, things like fossil fuels, things like lava, metals, wind, water, all those things that come directly from the earth. Okay, and so we talked about natural resources next. And then the cool thing starts. And man has understood and figured out a way to use these natural resources in order to create energy. And so what does he do? He takes these renewable natural resources, or these non-renewable natural resources, and he puts these together with the law of conservation of energy into what we call a power plant. And if you remember, the power plant takes a natural resource from the earth. You put that natural resource into the power plant, and using the law of conservation of energy, it changes the energy of the natural resource into electricity. So, super cool thing. We talked about 6 different types of power plants, and those power plants were nuclear power plants, fossil fuel power plants, windmill power plants. On the other side, water dam power plants. Let's not forget geothermal power plants that use lava. And finally, the last one is, which one did I forget? Oh, solar. A solar farm power plant. All right. Now, power plants are awesome, but we said that there are also definitely some negative things. And so today we're going to start, we talked about the pros and we talked about the cons of every power plant. Well, the pros are that each of them transfers the Earth's natural resources into electricity. But there is a huge con, especially the ones we've been using for so long. And the major con is, pollution. And that's really where we're going to go today, and we're going to start talking for the next couple of weeks. We're going to start talking about pollution. And there are 4 types of pollution. Number 1, there's air pollution. Number 2, there's water pollution. Number 3, there's soil pollution. And there's one that you probably have never thought about, and it's number 4, and it's indoor air pollution. And we're going to start talking about these 4 types of pollution, what they do to the earth, what they do to you, and how we can stop them. And so that's where we're going to go for the next probably week and a half. And we're going to talk all about pollution. So, I am going to attach the notes. We'll talk about the notes on pollution, and then you can do a small assessment on it as well. All right?